Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. So today we're going to be doing a 45-minute Hatha yoga class, perfect for your lunch break. For those of you who are working either at the office still or from home. And so you want to have your props available, so maybe a bolster pillow, 2 blocks or blankets instead. You can have 2 or 3 blankets and a scarf or a belt or a strap, whatever works for you, just to help you with some of the poses. And we're going to start by finding our way onto Sukhasana or easy pose. So you want to find your way onto cross-legged position. Remember, you can put as many props under your seats as you need so that your hips are comfortable. And also try to keep your knees at the same level of your hips or maybe even lower, so that will ease on your joints. Watch for the knees, pat them if you need to. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. And we're going to take a couple of long, deep breaths here, closing the eyes and scanning the body from bottom to top. Just allowing the parts of the body that are connecting with the floor or with your props to press gently down. We don't have to overdo it, but just feel those parts of the body, those muscles. Think about, like, if you wanted to go to the bathroom and you need to hold it. So you're going to lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Draw your navel gently in and up. Don't have to be so much that you don't breathe deeply, but just a little bit. Just almost like you're pulling your navel in towards the spine and then up. And then allow your shoulder blades to move towards each other and gently move them down. That will keep your shoulders away from the ears without you putting too much pressure on your body, too much tension. Relax your jaw, your face. Maybe keep your eyes closed and breathe. Just observing what the breath is saying right now. And just notice as your breath comes in. If maybe gets stuck somewhere along the spine, you might feel it stuck at a chest level. Pay attention if you are able to send it deep down into your tummy. And if you cannot just yet, don't worry, just keep observing. The breath will eventually elongate once we pay attention to it. We just anchor the mind and then the breath responds. And vice versa, it's all linked. We'll take one more breath like this. Tuck your chin onto your chest and blink your eyes open. Now we're going to bring your right hand in front of your face, maybe about a foot in front of your face, and hold your elbow with the opposite hand. Bring your body close to you. Now inhale through your nostrils, and as you exhale through your mouth, side out, like if you had a mirror in front of you and you're fogging the mirror. Breathing in through your nostrils. Continue at your own pace, breathing in through the nostrils. Notice if you can feel the heat on your palm. Continue. And the slower you breathe, the better. Pay attention to the tension that you're putting on your throat as you exhale through your mouth. See if you can keep that gentle tension of the throat as you take your next inhalation through your nostrils. And still side out. Once again, gentle pressure on your throat as you breathe in. You might notice a sound. They call it the sound of the ocean or the ocean breath. And fogging your imaginary mirror. Breathing in through the nostrils, gentle tension in the throat. Breathing out through your lips, through your mouth, and perfect. Now let's see if we can do the same breath, the same tension, keep that same tension on the throat without opening the lips anymore. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Inhale. Exhale, gentle pressure on the throat. Exhale through your nostrils. Inhale. Exhale. Continue for a few more rounds. Pay attention, you don't want so much tension on the throat that your throat gets irritated, raspy. So you want to feel that air moving. Sometimes you get some stimulation on the throat chakra or your Vishuddha chakra, and that is okay. The breath feels fresh, it moisturizes your throat. This is known as Ujjayi breath or the victorious breath. We'll take one more breath like this. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your hands on your knees or your lap. Take a few moments and watch your breath. Two more breaths. Tuck your chin onto your chest, blink your eyes open, gaze forward, maybe lean back, extend your legs, and shake the tension off. You can move your feet side to side, you can rotate your ankles over your feet side to side, and cross your legs once again. Now when you are ready, lengthen through the spine, inhale, and as you exhale, rotate your torso towards the right. You can bring your hands with you as you bring your right hand behind you, left hand on your thigh. Inhale back to center, hands on your knees. Exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can continue at your own pace and see if you can connect with Ujjayi breath, making the sound of the ocean with every inhalation, with every exhalation. So you'll get to that place where you start feeling the heat rising. The next time you turn to your right, stay here and breathe. Take a few moments so your right hand is behind you, but you're not leaning onto the hand. Try to keep pressing your body down towards the floor. Now inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, gentle bend to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hand behind you. Inhale, up. Gentle twist to the side bend to the left. Inhale, up. Hand behind you. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your shoulder into its socket. 2 more. And you don't go too deep onto your side bend that your right knee comes off the floor. Less is more. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the left and breathe. And once again, making sure that you don't lean back. The next time you inhale, bring your left arm up. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. Side bend gently. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, don't overdo it. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, shoulders back and down. Close your eyes, take a few moments. If you need to release your legs, extend them and shake them, and you might cross the other way. So other leg in front. Shoulders back and down, breathe deeply here. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. The next time you inhale, press your hands against your knees. Bend the elbows towards your body. Hinge from the hips gently forward. Don't have to go too far down. And lengthen through the spine as you inhale. Exhale, hinge. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can keep working with your Ujjayi breath. And on your third round, you're going to stay down. Once you get there, rest your hands on the floor and breathe. You might keep your hands shoulder width apart. Now, hands can be really close to the body, hinging just a little bit, depending what your glute, your hip is saying. Make sure your knees are okay with this. Those of you who need to go a little deeper into the stretch, you are welcome to walk your hands farther forward. You can rest the elbows onto the floor. Some of you may stack the fist and rest the forehead down. Some of you the hands. So really it depends what the body needs today. So there is no goal to look certain way. Just make sure it feels right. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. If you are down on the floor, on your next breath, bring your hands under the shoulders. Next time you exhale, push yourself up until your hands come on the floor, and then slowly and mindfully, we all walk our hands close to the body, shoulders back and down, lean back, extend your legs and shake the tension off, move side to side, and we're gonna cross the legs the other way. So if you don't remember, try one way. If it feels too familiar, then you need to do the other side. It will most likely feel odd for you going on to the other side. Now when you are ready, throw your shoulders back and under, lengthen through the spine, inhale. And as you exhale, hinge forward. So now we're working with the other glute and hip. Inhale up and exhale. 4 more, inhale. Exhale. If your Ujjayi breath does not work for you, work with your Dirga Pranayama or 3-part breath. Just make sure you are expanding. Once you get onto your last round, take your time, rest your hands on the floor. From wherever you go, hands down. Cupcake hands also work. And breathe. And once more, some of you who need a little more, you can start walking your hands forward. Make sure you're still hinging right from the hips. Remember, the elbows on the floor are a good idea if you need the deeper extension, or stack your fist or forehead down. Either way, keep your shoulders away from the ears and breathe. Elongate the back of your neck, especially if you are still up like I am right now, so don't let your head dangle. Those of you who went all the way down, bring your hands under the shoulders as you inhale. And as you exhale, push yourself up. And slowly and mindfully on your next breath, walk your hands towards the body, lean back, extend your legs, and shake the tension off and move side to side. Awesome. Now we're going to go on to our tabletop position. So when you are ready, you can have your blankets under your knees if you want. A blanket or 2 blankets. If you have double mat, maybe you don't need the extra props. Bring your hands on the floor. Press the top of the feet on the floor. Stack your joints, hips over knees, wrist over hips over knees, shoulders over wrist. Yes. Tailbone up as you inhale, draw your shoulder blades together, look forward or up. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone round your back, draw the navel in and draw the air out. Inhale, begin with the tailbone. Arch your back, shoulder blades together, look forward or up. And exhale, tuck your tailbone. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Come back to center when you're ready and walk your hands back. If it feels good for you to sit back on your heels, we're gonna be doing that. If that doesn't feel right for you, we're gonna stay up here on tabletop, maybe go on your elbows and stay here for a few moments. You can also stay here on your kneeling position. So find a place for you to breathe. We're taking a few moments only. If you're okay sitting on your knees, but still you need extra support, you can sit on a block or a blanket or a couple of blankets. Just make sure you have the same support left and right so you're not crooked. So whichever pose you chose, we'll take 3 more breaths there. Maybe close your eyes. If you are on your elbows, make sure that you don't let your head dangle. Try to keep the elongation of the spine. Same if you are standing on your knees. Slightly tuck your chin to elongate the neck. When you're done with your 3 breaths, those of you who are on your elbows, push yourself up, whether you come onto your knees or sitting back on your heels. So I'm going to do the first one working from the knees. And those of you who are sitting on your heels, we're going to do the same thing. So from where we are, squeeze your bum, draw your shoulder blades together, and as you inhale, bring your hands up. Maybe your gaze follow the hands, maybe that's too much for the neck, so we may keep the gaze forward. As you take your next exhalation, hinge from your hips, bring your hands towards the floor and rest your forehead down, your elbows down. So some of you will go all the way back onto the heels going onto mecha pose. Some of you won't, and this is fine. All right, on your next inhalation, come up onto tabletop position. A longer tabletop, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your bum, and we're gonna bend the elbows in towards the body and lower. Draw your shoulder blades away from the ears. Press the top of the feet on the floor and we stay here. Now check with your wrists. So some of you might be able to bring your hands a little farther back. Some of you won't. Just try not to keep your hands forward because that will round your shoulders forward and put lots of pressure here. So you want to keep your hands somewhere that is okay for the shoulders and for the wrists. Your legs and feet are active, your knees may be off the ground. Elongate the back of the neck. You might be even looking slightly forward. Elbows squeezing in, just to the best of your ability. Breathing deeply on your cobra. See if you can go back onto your Ujjayi breath. Maybe go a little higher on your next inhalation. And as you exhale, push yourself back on your knees. This time we're going to curl the toes under, pick up the knees, and maybe walk your feet towards the hands, going onto a downward facing dog. Take a few moments here and breathe. Relax your neck. So remember, for your downward dog, we don't worry so much about the knees being extended. You instead make sure that your spine is neutral, that your Putting equal weight on your hands. The eyes of the elbows face forward. Relax the neck. Equal weight on the feet. Next time you inhale, bring your knees down, and we do the same thing going down onto cobra. So we're going backwards. Tuck your tailbone and lower. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, elbows in towards your body. Breathe. Maybe go back to your ujjayi breath. Adjust your neck, so make sure it's not pinching. Inhale deeply here, maybe a little bit lift your heart center. Exhale, push back on your knees, forehead to the floor. Some of you might sit all the way down to the heels, some of you won't, and stay back here. Take a few moments and breathe. The next time you inhale, bring your hands under the shoulders. And as you exhale, slowly push yourself back up, either sitting on your heels or once again coming up onto your knees, depending what your body is saying. Awesome. Now hands together at the center of the heart. And as you inhale, bring your hands up, reach up. And actually, let's all do something so we all move together. Inhale, come up on your knees, reach up. As you exhale, palms face forward, move down onto your mecha pose, wherever feels right for you. Inhale from tabletop, tuck the tailbone and lower. Exhale, push back on your knees, curl the toes, and come up onto your downward facing dog. Breathe deeply here. We'll take a few moments in downward dog now. And just walk it out. So that means you may rest one heel at a time onto the floor. Just working with your hips, sending your tailbone up, relax your neck, your jaw. Pushing the hands down and forward. The next time you inhale, bring your knees down, lower onto cobra, tuck your tailbone. And as you exhale, pushing back onto mecha pose. Remember, push up on your knees. Sit back, forehead down. Inhale, hands under the shoulders. And exhale, come up either on your knees or sit on your heels, hands in namaste. Take a few moments and breathe. Notice your heartbeat, notice your breath. And here we take a moment to assess the body. So how is it your body's feeling? If there is anything that we have done so far that doesn't feel right, feel free to skip it. You can stay in tabletop at any point and catch up with us to whatever it is that feels right for you. Next time you inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming down. And we were going on your knees, so let's do that again. Hands together, inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms forward, hinge at the hips, forehead down. Inhale from tabletop, bend the elbows, go right onto your baby cobra. Exhale, use your knees to go onto your downward dog. Remember, we can adjust the feet, maybe closer to the hands or farther away. It all depends on the body. The next time you inhale, knees down to cobra. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale, push back onto mecha pose, forehead down. Inhale, seated position, and exhale back to namaste. Let's do it again. Inhale, on your knees, reach up. Exhale, mecha. Cobra as you inhale. Protect your lower back, engage your glutes. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Use your knees. Some of you who is in your practice not to use the knees, you're welcome to do that. You don't have to. Press your chest to the thighs. This time when you inhale, bring your knees onto the floor. And as you exhale, bring your right foot between the hands. As you inhale, bring yourself up into Anjayasana, shoulders into its sockets. Now, something to look for here is that make sure that your shoulder is not upset. And so if it is, you can bring your arms at a goalpost posture. Make sure you engage your shoulder blades. You can keep your hands on your hips. You can bring your hands in namaste. Either way, your glute is engaged, your front knee is over the heel or slightly behind, but never passing. If you're super flexible and you need a deeper extension, just take that step a little further forward and you can take the stretch deeper, but always pressing on that front heel. So make sure that you find this, the stretch that will work for you and the arm position that works for you. For me, this feels right, so I'll stay here. Breathe deeply. See if you can find your Ujjayi breath or your Dirga Pranayama breath. Or Dirga Pranayama. The next time you inhale, maybe reach your hands towards the sky, gentle back bend. As you exhale, hands by your front foot, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee, and step forward. Bend your knees a lot. Inhale, squeeze your bum, a lot or a little, just make sure it feels right for your lower back. Squeeze your bum, come up, hands by your sides, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. The next time you inhale, bring your hands up again. As you exhale, hands by the heart, hinge at the hips, fall forward. Right foot back as you inhale. And just make sure that you watch for that blanket. And exhale, knee on the floor, uncurl the toes. Adjust the front foot, make sure that your ankle is right below the knee. Inhale into Anjayasana, arms up, shoulders down. And once more, we find the arm position that will work for us, and we stay here and breathe. Front foot is active. Make sure that you're not hinging towards the side. Engage your bum to stabilize your pelvis. Find your Ujjayi breath or your Dirga breath. The next time you inhale, hands up, maybe gentle back bend, and as you exhale, hands by your foot, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee, and then step back onto your downward facing dog. We're going backwards. Breathe. Next time you inhale, knees down onto cobra. Squeeze your bum. As you exhale, pushing back onto mecha pose, forehead down. Inhale, hands under the shoulders. Exhale, push up, namaste position. Breathe. We're gonna do it again with the left side. Reach up, inhale. Exhale. I keep forgetting we're going onto our knees. Hope you're remembering. Inhale onto cobra. Downward facing dog as we exhale. And stretch. Relaxing the neck. Next time you inhale, knees down. Exhale, right foot between the hands, adjusting the foot. Inhale, Anjayasana. Shoulders down as you exhale. Find your arm position. Watch for your lower back. It's okay if your back goes into a gentle back bend. Just make sure that it's not so deep and you're sending your ribcage forward. Even if your upper back has some extension, as long as you're engaging your bum, you're gonna find that your lower back doesn't pinch. So that's good. That's where you wanna be. Next time you inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, pick up the back knee, curling the toes under, and step forward. Bend your knees, squeeze your bum. Inhale, hands by your sides in a circular motion, come up. Exhale, back to namaste. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands by the heart, fall forward, micro bend your knees. Left foot back, big step back, watch for the blanket. Exhale, knee on the floor, uncurl the toes. Watch for your front toes. Inhale, you want them active, coming up into Anjiyasana, crescent moon. Shoulders back and down. Remember, adjust into the position that feels right for you, for your arms. Big stretch on your quad, on your hip flexor. We're still working and stabilizing the right hip. So while you stretch one side, you stabilize the other. So we're working strength and flexibility at the same time. They both need to work together. Inhale, reach up to the sky, gentle back bend. Exhale, hinge forward, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee, and step back on your downward dog. Breathe. How is your Ujjayi breath, or you're doing the 3-part breath? Either or will be perfect. Just make sure you are breathing deeply. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra, tuck your tailbone and lower. Exhale, make a pose, forehead down. Inhale, you can use your hands or not, coming up to a seated position. And exhale, hands together in namaste. Observe your breath. Don't let your mind wander. We're gonna do it again. We're taking it all the way up into standing. So when you are ready, inhale, maybe on your knees. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forehead down. Inhale to cobra. Downward facing dog as you exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach up, Anjiyasana. Exhale, hands down, curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and step forward. Inhale, bend your knees, squeeze your bum, come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fall forward. Right foot back, inhale, watch for the blanket. Exhale, knee on the floor, uncurl the toes. Anjiyasana, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Curl the back toes under, pick up the knee and stretch back. Breathe. Going backwards, down to cobra. Inhale, knees down, tuck your tailbone lower. Mecca, exhale. Inhale, seated position. Using or not the hands. Exhale, hands in namaste. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Follow your own breath. You don't have to go as fast or as slow for you, maybe, depending what your breath is saying today. Just make sure that you move with awareness and that you take your body safely from one pose to the other. Inhale, knees down. And as you exhale, left foot forward. Anjiyasana, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, squeeze your bum, come up. Exhale, back to namaste. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lower. Left foot, inhale. Exhale, knee on the ground, uncurl the toes. Anjiyasana, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. We're going backwards, step back. Breathe on your downward dog. Send your tailbone up. Watch for your hamstrings. Don't overdo it. Next time you inhale, knees down to cobra. Exhale, make a pose, forehead down. Seated position, inhale. And back to Namaste, exhale. Observe your breath. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. Inhale, coming onto tabletop. Maybe go on to your cow stretch. If it feels right, you can stay neutral if you'd rather. Throw your shoulder blades together. Keep your gaze somewhere on the floor, maybe at the top of the mat. On your next exhalation, from cow stretch, if you are here, we're going to try to take the body up onto downward dog. So now your pelvis is in an anterior tilt, but that doesn't mean the pelvis will stay there once we go onto downward dog. So for most of us, once we put the mat on the hamstrings, we're going to have the pelvis back to neutral or maybe even a little bit in posterior tilt. We want to keep it as neutral as we can. Before we go into it, imagine like you need to go to the bathroom, you're holding tight, draw your navel in and up towards the rib cage, curl the toes under, make sure you are still breathing into the sides of your body, back body, front body. And the next time you inhale, curl the toes under, exhale, pick up the knees, push back onto downward dog. So once you have your pelvis into anterior tilt, notice what happens to it once you start extending the hamstrings. Keep pushing your chest to the thighs. If you are super flexible, you don't want to have a C shape on your whole back, so watch it. Think about drawing your shoulder blades away from each other by moving the eyes of the elbows forward. And think like if you were breathing through your armpits, sucking air through the armpits, hollowing them up. Take one more breath. And with control, walk your feet towards the hands. Watch for the blanket. Maybe take it out of the way as you move. And maybe come towards the top of the mat. Bend your knees a lot. Bring your toes off the floor. Spread them wide if you can. And come half with your back. Have a fist or fist and a half distance between your big toes and knees. Now, if you have a big hinge on your back, like a cow stretch, try to stabilize your back. Try to have a gentle arch instead. Draw your shoulder blades together. Gaze can be down at the top of the mat or on the floor. Breathe. Weight goes towards the heels. The next time you inhale with control, walk your hands up the legs. Shoulders back and down, hands together in Namaste. Watch your breath, don't let your mind wander. We're going to work with a pranayama, breathing against depression. So when you are ready, bring your hands forward, throw your shoulders into its sockets, and have the heels of the hands touching fingertips out to the sides. As you inhale, turn your right toes up, left toes down, and open your arms, stretch through your armpits. Some of you who work with Kumbhaka, you might hold Kumbhaka here. As you stretch maybe a little deeper, engage your bum so that you don't go into, you don't get into that sway back. You do put the mat on your upper back. When you're ready to exhale, bring the heels of the hands together. Some of you can hold the breath here, some of you won't, and that's okay. If you're holding the breath, you're going to twist your hands the other way. So left fingertips up, right fingertips down as you inhale, opening. Once again, stretch through the armpits, squeeze your bum. Maybe Kumbhaka. And exhale, heels of the hands touching. Shunyaka, holding the breath as you twist if you're doing the breath holds. And inhale. Continue at your own pace. You fill up your lungs to the best of your ability. Don't have to hold it here. You can continue to flow at your own pace. Especially do not hold if you suspect of being pregnant. If you have any problems with your heart, blood pressure issues, eye pressure, so don't bother with holding the breath, or simply if it doesn't feel right today. You can still flow and fill up your lungs without doing the pause. I will leave you to it. Don't let your mind wander. Make sure this is not upsetting your neck. The next time your left hand comes down, bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. Watch your breath. Your feet are active, your legs are active, your glutes are active. Press your hands against your chest against your hands. Draw your blades together and down. You may open your eyes now. Now from where you are, you may bend your right knee and open out to the right and bring your foot still in. So now some of you are maybe comfortable bringing the foot up towards the thigh, and you may stay here, whichever works. If you are in tree pose, we stay here and breathe. If you have your foot crossed over the thigh, you're gonna hinge forward, sit just comfortably, breathe. You can keep your hands in Namaste. You may bring your hands forward, maybe interlace your fingers into Jupiter Mudra, index finger forward, shoulders into its sockets. Keep that right foot flexed. One more breath. Next time you inhale, hands in Namaste. Exhale with control, come up to an upright, knee forward and down, and shake the tension off. That's hard. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, bring yourself onto Tadasana. Bend the left knee, open out to the left, and bring yourself onto tree pose. Tuck your tailbone. If you're here, we stay here. Or you might bring your foot over the right thigh, flexing that left foot. If it feels right for you, we're gonna hinge at the hips and sit just comfortably. You don't have to go too low. Watch for the knee, so you put the weight on the heel so the knee doesn't pass the toes. Maybe go into Jupiter Mudra. Maybe you interlace your fingers the other way. Shoulders into its sockets. Inhale, palms touch, back to the center of the heart. Exhale, with control, come up, knee up, extend your foot forward, foot down, and walk it out. Awesome, we're going down to the floor, no fancy way. So when you are ready, sit back, sit down. You can sit on your knees or cross-legged, whatever works for you. And we'll just take a few moments here. You can have your palms down if you need to calm your energy down. Or if you want more energy, you remember palms up. Now let's see if we can start letting go of Ujjayi breath. To elongate the breath, the in-exhalation, you can go into Adi Mudra. If you need to ground even more, palms face down. Notice how your breath starts changing right away. Those of you who are comfortable here and would like to stay longer, you can pause the video and stay for as long as you wish. Just watching the breath, noticing your heart rate just slowing down. Otherwise, take 2 more breaths here. And when you are ready, you're gonna tuck your chin onto your chest, blink your eyes open, release your mudra, and find your way onto your back. Lay down on your Shavasana. Find that comfortable Shavasana, then bend your knees and bring your foot soles on the floor. Allow your foot soles to touch. Let your knees flare. You can have a pillow or bolster under your knees if you choose. Same thing, you can have props under your head. Maybe balance your pelvis, pubic bone, hip bones at the same level. And when you are ready, you can bring your knees up, extend your legs, relax. And each breath starts getting a little longer, a little more relaxed. Maybe it quiets down with each round. You can pause the video if you need more Shavasana time and stay here for as long as you need. There's never a too long Shavasana, so feel free to stay there until you're ready to seal your practice. Otherwise, we'll take 3 more breaths. Wiggle your toes and fingers as you inhale. Move your feet and hands as you exhale. Inhale your arms overhead, stretch your feet, flex or point, squeeze every muscle, prune face. Exhale, relax. Again, flex or point your feet, squeeze your bum, your legs, squeeze every corner of your body, and then let it go. Last one, inhale and stretch and squeeze. Exhale, release. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, move onto your side. Take a few moments here. Use your top hand to slowly help yourself up on your next exhalation. Cross-legged position maybe, hands together at the center of the heart. Just find the cross-legged position that works for you. Maybe Sukhasana. You can also sit on your heels if your body likes that. We're going to seal our practice with the sound and vibration of Om. Inhale through your nostrils, expand. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Observe. Inhale to the top of your lungs. Side out. Again, inhale. Side out. Last one, breathe in. Let all tension out. Tuck your chin onto your chest and blink your eyes open, gaze forward. Build up extra good vibes and shower yourself with them. Shake off all tensions and stresses that you don't need anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.